Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are digging into something that sounds like it's pulled straight from a spy movie, but it's very real, it's happening on your phone, and the whole point is that you never ever see it.
So, let me just ask you this straight up. Is it possible for someone to send a message to your phone just to see where you are, or even just to confirm that your phone is turned on, but you get no notification, no buzz, no beep, not a single trace on your screen? Could that actually happen? Well, the answer is a big, unequivocal yes.
All right, so how in the world is that possible? Well, to get to the bottom of it, we need to pull back the curtain on a piece of tech called the silent SMS.
Now here's the real kicker. This isn't some shady hack or a software bug that someone discovered. No, this is a feature. It was intentionally designed this way, baked right into the DNA of the global mobile network that all our phones run on. It was meant for one thing, but as we're about to see, people found other uses for it. So what are we really talking about here? A silent SMS, or a stealth ping if you prefer, has a technical name, Short Message Type 0. And it works like this. Your phone gets the message, it sends a little roger that back to the network to confirm receipt, and then, poof, it's gone. The message is immediately deleted without you ever knowing it was there. You are totally out of the loop.
And just so we're clear, this isn't some accidental loophole. This is a direct quote from the official rulebook for mobile networks. It literally says the phone, that's the MS, shall not show the message to the user and shall not store it. It's not a bug, it's a rule, 100% by design.
This really puts it in black and white, doesn't it? A regular text message does everything you expect. It shows up, it makes a sound, and it hangs around in your message history. The silent SMS, it's the complete opposite. No visual, no sound, no evidence it ever existed. It's a ghost in the machine, and its only job is to talk to the network, not to you.
Okay, so that's the what. But what about the how? How does somebody actually send one of these ghost pings? Let's get into the nitty-gritty.
All right, so think of every text message you send as being sealed in a tiny digital envelope. The technical term for this envelope is a Protocol Data Unit, or PDU. Now, the secret to making an SMS silent isn't some complicated algorithm. It all comes down to changing one single byte inside that digital envelope.
And this is it. This is where the magic happens. Inside that envelope, there's a little field called the protocol identifier. In a normal text, it's set to 0x00. But look what happens when you flip it to 0x40. That one tiny change is a command to your phone that says, you didn't see anything, get rid of this immediately. That's it. That's the entire trick.
And this isn't some high-level theoretical stuff. Using standard, off-the-shelf commands to control a modem, it's a simple three-step recipe. You tell the modem you want to build a message yourself, you create that message with that critical OX40 byte, and you send it on its way. And you know what's really scary? Because this is so simple, it can be completely automated to target thousands, even millions of people.
So if it's that easy to do, you've got to be wondering who exactly is using this. Well, the answer might surprise you. It's a pretty mixed bag.
On one hand, you've got law enforcement. They use this to ping a phone to see if it's on and connected. And if they send enough of these, they can watch a phone jump from cell tower to cell tower, creating a detailed map of a person's movements, all without them knowing. But then you've got tech companies. Ever set up a new iPhone? Apple sends a silent SMS to activate iMessage and FaceTime. Other companies use them to check on remote equipment, and your own cell carrier uses them for network maintenance. It's a tool for spies and system admins alike.
And just to give you an idea of the scale we're talking about, look at this number. In 2010 alone, German federal authorities sent over 440,000 of these pings for investigations. Let that sink in. This is not a rare secret agent tactic. This is a routine mass surveillance tool.
So this all leads us to the most important question, right? What can you do about it? How do you defend yourself against something you can't even see?
Well, I'm just going to be blunt. The sobering reality is, you really can't. Because this capability is woven into the very fabric of the cellular network. As long as your phone is on and connected, it has to listen for these messages. There's no block silent SMS setting you can just flip on.
Okay, so blocking is out. But what about detecting them? Well, here it really depends on what phone is in your pocket. On Android, because the system is more open, there are special apps that can actually listen in on the modem and warn you when a silent SMS comes through. But if you have an iPhone, it's a whole different story. Apple runs a tight ship, a walled garden, and it simply doesn't allow apps that kind of deep-level access. So for an iPhone user, detection is pretty much impossible.
So if you can't block them, and you might not be able to detect them, what's left? Well, you have to go to some pretty extreme measures. The only defenses that are 100% effective involve completely cutting your phone off from the outside world, like with one of these, a Faraday bag.
And really, that's what it comes down to. The only foolproof methods are the ones that stop your phone from being a phone. You can put it in airplane mode, which shuts down the radios. You can turn it off completely. Or you can seal it in a Faraday bag that literally blocks all signals from getting in or out. Effective? Yes. Practical? Well, not so much.
At the end of the day, the silent SMS is a fascinating and kind of unsettling reminder that our phones are always having conversations in the background, conversations we're not a part of. And it leaves you with this one nagging question. If they can do this, what else is your phone saying about you when you're not looking?